What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing Game of Thrones. So, I am really late to the party with this one. Don't mind me, I'm all sweaty and I just got out of the gym. But I watched the series finale about 2 days ago, and I wanted to talk about it while it's still relatively fresh in my brain, and I had some time to sit and think about it. So if you have not watched this show, I'm just going to talk about spoilers. This show's pretty old. Even I try to avoid spoilers, but I knew what happens at the end, pretty much. But now I have some context of what happens, who the characters are, why things happen, and these are my thoughts about it. So, I have a very different opinion of what the general audience has. I see why people are disappointed. I see why people are mad about the ending. Overall, the series was fantastic. Like, great. One of my favorite shows, probably climbed the rank to top 10. But it has its issues. The season, or series finale season, so season 8, the last season, felt very, very rushed. Like, it seems like the writers throughout the entire show switched. I don't know if they did or not. I don't know if they changed writers in the middle of seasons. But the series finale season, I'll just say season 8, felt very repetitive. Like, Jon Snow's only lines were, "You are my queen. I won't betray you. You are my queen," to Daenerys. That was the extent, or he says, "I don't want it. I don't want it," talking about the throne. Okay? Like, that was the extent of, like, what he says, or they're screaming, or, like, him yelling because of the long night, right? Daenerys, total character flip. Like, the entire series, she was trying to prove she's not what her father was, but in the end, just turned out to be like her father. She wanted to break people free, but in cost, kill everyone by setting them free. Like, I don't know, she turned into basically the guy with the funny mustache. Okay? I didn't care for that because she spent the entire series trying to redeem herself and be her own thing. And, like, she just kind of went crazy once a particular someone dies. Actually, a couple people particularly die. She just kind of goes crazy. I don't really have an explanation. There's a lot of characters that I feel like had a fitting ending. The one I don't think is fantastic is that, spoiler alert, Bran is king just because of a vote. And it's like a really half-efforted vote. You know, like, they're like, oh, we don't know who else to put on the throne. Even though there is no throne anymore because the dragon melted it. But they're like, I don't know, let's just throw Bran on there, pretty much. That was it. That was all it was. And they call him Bran the Broken, which I think is an awful title. Basically just saying Bran the Cripple. Like, there were some things that I liked about it. The writing was not one of them. Jon's fate at the end of the show, I agreed with. Sansa's fate, I agreed with. Arya's fate, I could see coming, you know? Like, it's just the use of the many-faced god in the last season was non-existent by Arya. They set up that whole thing. Like, I get it. They wanted to show that she was an assassin and she could do all this cool stuff, but they never ended up using it in the last season. Like, it just felt so rushed, and the fact that they only did 6 episodes was ridiculous. They should have did a final 8, like normally with a show, they have more episodes than less. Like, I know The Walking Dead, the last season had 24 episodes, when usually the series had like either 12 or something like episodes. So, I don't know. Like, granted, the episodes were an hour and a half long. It's okay, but I feel like they could have used those 2 extra episodes to kind of like just flesh things out. And I don't know, their budget must have been huge because the show was such a success, you know? Anyway, I digress. I really enjoyed the series. I found it really, really entertaining, sad. You know, the moments that were good, it was fantastic, you know, like a lot of the battle scenes. My opinion, it's not a good one, it's not like a common one. I really liked The Long Night. I liked the symbolism behind it, and I liked how he's called the Night King, right? He's bringing darkness throughout the whole world. He's bringing winter to the whole world. The people are complaining, oh, you can't see anything. That's the point. Like, that's what the world would have been like if they would have won. That's like the scene of the Dothraki with their flaming swords running towards the army of the undead, but that you can't see, but all of their flames just extinguish throughout the whole, like, there's probably a couple hundred of them just running towards just nothing, and you see their flaming swords die out. That scene was so cool. And then all of a sudden, you just see everyone embrace, like getting ready, because they don't know where the threat's coming from, and it turns out it's coming from everywhere. Like, there are hundreds of thousands of zombies running at them. I don't know. I enjoyed The Long Night. I thought it was very, very good. I thought it was very fitting, I should say. So yeah, if you liked my video, go ahead, like it. I'll be doing more short reviews. This is the first time I've ever watched it. I will give it a 9 out of 10 series wise. That one point was because of the last season. I will agree, it's not as good as the rest of them, but there are some things that I really liked and there's some things I really didn't. So if you could go ahead, hit the like button, go and watch the show if you haven't watched the show, and why are you still here? Spoiler alert. And yeah, just take care, guys. Stay cool.